All right, let's do these top 10 quarterback lists. We know why you guys are here, so let's not keep you guys waiting too much
Let's,
longer.
let's see who Jalen puts first. Let's see who got the craziest list.
I should go last. I know that.
Please. Oh.
I had to chalk, straight chalk. That's why you first, Nick. Straight chalk.
I had a debate with this list. I hope Jalen don't listen to these niggas. He just picked me because I like to start the
list
show.
with some slaw.
Yeah,
You had the most safe list. That's why he picked you first, and nobody's gonna disagree with it.
It's not safe. It's just I got facts.
It's safe.
Let's go through 10 through 6.
He got Joe Burrow at number 1.
Let's go 10 through 6. Now, if I had Joe Burrow number 1, then shit that he would have saved me for last. Number 10, I have Brock Purdy. This is his contract year, basically, because after this year, he can get the extension if he wants. This is a big year for him. The offensive line ain't shit, especially without Trent Williams. They probably have one of the worst off seasons outside of the Cowboys as far as like dealing with hella contract talks at 2 big positions. Brock Purdy has not been looking good in practice, been throwing picks, and you also got the injury, and you also got the injury bug lingering around. I have him at 10 because he went to the Super Bowl last year, so he should be on the list. At number 9, the guy who should have beat him to get to the NFC Championship game, Jordan Love. While I do think he's got a lot of hype, I liked what he looked like in preseason, and I think with Matt LaFleur coaching, they could be a top 4, top 3 seed in the NFC. Number 8, I got CJ Stroud. Had a phenomenal rookie year. I think he could back it up, but I'm not thinking he's going to be top 5 next season, but I think he'll be close in the top 8 as I got him. Number 7 with Dak Prescott, because I think as much as I don't believe in him no more, I was a big defender of him because of his numbers and because of how much he wins. I think it's only the Chiefs have won.
I don't even know Shelton had kids, bro.
Wrong kid. Shelton had to get daddy mode on real quick.
Oh, bro.
Oh, that was like a Living Color skit.
It was.
Oh, man. Mute this man.
You know how to use mute, Shelton? You know how to use mute?
That's hilarious. Number 7, I got muted.
Oh shit, that was funny.
Number 7, I had Dak Prescott. Number 6, I was battling myself with this pick as far as 6 and 7 because I could really interchange them, but Jalen did go to the Super Bowl more recently than Dak has ever been. So that's what I'm still counting on. And I think the way Dak went out in the playoffs last year was a little bit worse than Jalen Hurts, even though the Eagles were sputtering. But let's get to the top 5. At top number 5, I know it may sound crazy, Lou, but I got your boy Jared Goff at 5 because I think he is going to be a lot better than he was last year. And he took the Detroit Lions to the NFC Championship game last year. So if I'm saying he's going to be better, that's the statement. Number 4, I got Josh Allen. I like how he ended last season by taking back the division. That's why you don't see 2 on my list.
Jared Goff is crazy.
Number 3, I have Lamar Jackson because the nigga win game and he was just coming off a MVP season. Number 2, I got Joe Burrow because he's the only one that can knock off number 1, which is Leroy Mahomes. I think the top 5 is solid. I think no one could beat that top 5.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Nick.
I don't know about your whole
list. Got a better 5 than that.
Well, I'll say this. Jalen said that the craziest list is going last for everybody watching and for everybody on the panel.
So that's Jalen.
You already know that's Spike.
I'm about to say that might be a walk. That might be Shelton.
That means Jalen's list might be crazy.
All right, that's top 5.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I'm surprised. Damn, Jalen, you let me down. Shit. All right. Number 10, Dak Prescott, man, because he had to be on the list. He had a great season. He had a great season last year. I don't want to completely shit on him, so I will put him on the list at number 10. I don't know what to expect from him this year. Number 9, Tua. I think that he can lead the Dolphins to win the AFC East this year. I think this will be a strong year from him. Him and the coach are in sync right now. Number 8, Glock. Shout out to Ken Purdy. That's my guy. I think Super Bowl appearance. What we talking about? Jordan Love beat my Cowboys and led his team to a reasonable playoff run. So I got him at 7. Number 6, Matthew Stafford. People forget what he's did out there. He's won a Super Bowl in LA and went to the playoffs last year when he shouldn't have. And I think they'll do even better this year. Top 5. Josh Allen, of course, great white hype. I know why people do what they do to him as far as choosing him. He is good. I don't know if he can take his team to the next level, but I do respect his talent. Number 4, the most impressive young quarterback that I've seen in a while is CJ Stroud. Number 3, Lamar. Only thing that keeps him from number 2 is his playoff wins and playoff success. I don't think that he's done as well as my number 2 pick, Joe Burrow, who's went to a Super Bowl, who's actually beaten the beast that we got at number 1, and everybody should have a number 1, and that's Patrick Mahomes. That's my list.
Okay, Q Stafford was 6.
I'm not mad at CJ Stroud being in the top 5, but I still feel like that's too early. I would have Matthew Stafford in the top 5 over CJ Stroud, though. If you're gonna say he got a Super Bowl and he took a team to the playoffs that shouldn't have been, you could say that about CJ.
CJ Stroud did that shit in his rookie year. It took Matthew Stafford 11 years to do it.
Why you got him in your top 6?
It took him 11 years to do what CJ Stroud did in 1. That's why I got him top 4.
Bro, some niggas don't never win a Super Bowl. That's Dan Marino.
True. I think there's no denying the top 3 though.
Oh, my list is not the craziest.
Uh-oh.
I already do it. This is probably the best list. At number 10, we have the passing leader of last season, Tua Tagovailoa. Definitely, to a degree, has earned the money that he's gotten. Definitely got to put in more work. Number 9, Aaron Rodgers. I know that he did not play a single snap for the Jets, but when I look at the arm talent that he still possesses, as long as he's healthy, and I saw something on ESPN, when he has when his defense gives up less than like 16 or 18 points or something like that, he's like 34-2, 36-2, something crazy. Aaron Rodgers still has juice in the arm. Matthew Stafford at number 8, for everything that Nick just recently said in regards to Stafford. That team, we had them dead in the water, and Matthew Stafford was a big reason. Dak Prescott has led the number 1 offense 2 years in a row. So as much as flack that I give Dak, he definitely had to be top 10. At number 6, I got Jordan Love, breakout kid of last year. It just took a little bit of time and taking off the training wheels for him to really flourish. All right, my top 5. At number 5, I got CJ Stroud. Nick, I'm with you. He did it in his rookie year. I still need to see more, but I think that the Texans did enough to definitely make sure that he doesn't falter and have a sophomore slump. So I like what he has, because I think he has it from a mental perspective and he has it from a physical perspective. So CJ Stroud at number 5. Josh Allen, number 4, great white hype. The numbers, when you look across the board, he's only second to Patrick Mahomes when it comes to yards, touchdowns, this, that, and the third. So he definitely is deserving of a top 5 spot. Joe Burrow, I have at number 3. Obviously, this guy, the best ability is availability. He has not been available. Lamar Jackson at number 2 because he won another MVP. He is a multi-MVP winner, and there's not many of those guys in our league. So Lamar Jackson at number 2. Pat Mahomes, what the hell I got to say, bro? He might go for a 3-peat.
All right. Guess we down to the Ken got the crazy. Ken must got some. Ken got Joe Milton. Ken got Joe Milton on this list. Ken got Joe Milton.
Probably got Trey Lance on his list.
He got Joe Milton on his list. That's what it is.
Ken got Anthony Richardson at number 6.
Yeah, he did.
And 1.
This shit felt like some drama, like a reality show. Can't count it down to who's gonna be.
I did not want to be last. At 10, I got Tua for obvious reasons. Tua, he's made Tyreek Hill into, well, he ain't made him. He continued on what he's doing, but he's helped him to continue his strides, whereas we thought Tua was done. And he has that team looking good. At 9, I got CJ Stroud. I'm with you, Nick. I love CJ and what he's done. I always cap for him, but give me one more year of this, and then he's going to be skyrocketed. He's definitely top 5 for me after that. At 8, I got Jordan Love. Jordan Love, what he did at the end of the year was very impressive. He should have won that game. but he didn't. But still, it's very impressive, and he deserves to be in the top 10. At 7, I got Dak Prescott. I think he was MVP runner-up, Lou.
You love him. You love
Gotta
him.
give. I don't love him at all, but he's MVP
I just
runner-up.
want you to
You
know
gotta give him
Jalen Hurts
credit.
wasn't on my list. I want you to know that. Jalen Hurts. That's
I
how I
know,
hate the
I
deep
know.
run for me.
I know,
That's how deep
I
the hate
know.
run for me. He wasn't on my list.
I know. I like that. That's and hopefully he'll show you what
I
he
don't
can
put
do.
running backs on my quarterback list.
I got you. Just but do you put Super Bowl participants on yours?
No. What's the next one?
At 6, I got Brock Purdy. For obvious reasons, Brock Purdy has been in the league. You know, every year he's been in the league. He's led his team far, and he's done what he's supposed to do.
Leading is a
Brock
strong
Purdy.
word.
Hey man, he was the quarterback, so you got to give him credit for being the leader.
Shit, we ain't give Trent Dilfer no credit. You gave Trent Dilfer credit.
You're right. I know. You're right. Okay, you got me there, Nick. But yeah, he was the quarterback on that team, so I give him credit for just being there. And he's 6 on my list for that reason. Now for my top 5, we're gonna start with Jalen.
Jalen Hurts is top 5.
Jalen is at 5.
Y'all put running backs at 5?
You know why? Super Bowl.
You
the
have
last
Josh.
2 years.
Go ahead.
At 4, I got Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got to prove to me this year you stay healthy. This is a proven year for me.
What does Josh Allen have to prove to you that Joe Burrow hasn't?
This is a
Burrow
I only
has to
watch
stay
Eagles
healthy.
games list. I only watch Eagles games.
This is a list that shows me that Joe Burrow is not dependable if he's going to be injured more than he's playing. Y'all can't keep giving this man credit and putting him second, and he ain't on the field.
How was Josh?
How many years has Joe Burrow been to the? How many? Yeah, he did. That's why he's top 5.
Lamar Jackson went to. How many Super Bowls Lamar Allen? How many Super Bowls have Lamar Jackson?
That's why he's top 5. No, so by your estimations, Spot, you got to put Jalen in your top 5 because he went to the last Super Bowl.
I got 2 questions for you, Sheldon. I got 2 questions.
Let me finish my list first. Let me finish, then you can ask your question. But Joe Burrow is 4 for that reason. It's a proven year for Joe Burrow. He has to stay on the field. You can't justify putting him in number 2, and he missed almost 2 full seasons. At 3, we got Josh Allen, Mr. Dependable for that team. Josh Allen goes down. The Bills is through. We already know that. Lamar Jackson, the same thing for his team, and a 2-time MVP. And at 1, we got Patrick Mahomes. What's your question, Nick?
So number 1, how many AFC Championship games has Josh Allen taken the Bills to?
I don't know.
Just 1. Number 2,
has been 1.
How dependable was Josh Allen when they faced the Bengals in the second round?
This past year?
No. When the last time the Josh Allen?
No. Because we can't deal with. We can only deal with.
I'm just talking about the competition between Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. That's what I'm just.
Is this like a all-time award, or are we talking about recent history?
I'm just saying. You said this is a proven year for Joe Burrow. The only thing that Joe Burrow has to prove. The only thing Joe Burrow has to prove is to win the Super Bowl. The main thing that Josh Allen has to prove is can he beat Patty? Joe Burrow already proved that.
The proof for Joe Burrow for me is to stay healthy. It really don't,
we've seen him healthy, and we've seen he can play. The only thing that we're asking him is just be consistent at it. I'm not saying like we making it seem like we ain't never seen Joe Burrow like healthy at all. Like when we seen him healthy, he's on prime time and he's.
But he wasn't healthy last year, and Lamar won the MVP. So
the last time that he was healthy, they went to the Super Bowl, bro.
But Lamar was MVP. He should be number 2.
I'm saying the last time we seen Josh Allen in the AFC Championship game is much longer than the last time we seen Joe Burrow, and we talking about a guy that is quote unquote unhealthy.
By the time it's time for the playoffs to run around, which one of them are we most likely to see still on the field? If one of them is going, if you say there's an injury in those 2,
don't do that. Don't do that. This is the first year that Lamar Jackson. This is the first year Lamar Jackson was healthy throughout the season. When we did this show last season, when we sitting in the studio, we were worried about Lamar Jackson being available around playoff time.
Correct.
This is the first year that he's been available around playoff time.
And he also
that's why he's on the list.
What did he do? He performed worse than Dak Prescott.
But what did Joe Burrow do in the playoffs? Nothing.
Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl.
He went to
Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl
and 2 AFC championships
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
To the Super Bowl.
Right.
When was the last time Josh Allen went to the
Hey,
AFC?
Shelton.
That's what I'm
Shelton,
saying. Like,
I have
you
one
can't-
question on your list because we talk about the top 5. To me, CJ Stroud, you had Jordan Love over CJ Stroud when CJ
That
Stroud
was
had
tough.
to me, CJ Stroud had like a better overall year because he was good at the beginning, the middle, and in the end. You know what I'm saying? Where Jordan Love struggled at
Yeah.
the beginning,
He
a
did
little bit in the
struggle.
middle, and then he. So I don't know how you put Jordan Love over CJ.
He caught
Jalen
fire,
Hurts.
and it was that was a tough one for me, FIFO. That could have been flip flop either way. I was impressed by both of them down the stretch. I didn't think either would have blossomed so fast. I thought both of them were going to be good quarterbacks, just not this fast. But that was like a flip flop for me, and both of them were hot down the stretch. I just believed more in Green Bay than I did in Houston getting further in the playoffs, and Green Bay had the better shot to doing so. That's why I put Jordan Love first.
You believe Love is just as good as Stroud?
I believe they are very comparable players. I think CJ Stroud is probably a little bit better, but Jordan Love is still a really, really, really good player.
I think Jordan Love is
And
more.
has a chance to be great.
I think Jordan Love is more skillful. I think Stroud has more talent.
Okay.
Yeah,
We have to explain that another day.
No, I can give a quick
understand
explanation. Well, go ahead, Ken. It's his turn. There.
Here go the craziest list of the night.
I didn't think it was that crazy until now. Thought it was
Now
fairly
you're looking
reasonable.
at it.
I thought it was a pretty good list.
Wow, you got Justin Herbert.
Justin.
Oh, okay. You got Trevor
he
Lawrence.
playing.
You're the only person that had
Jalen
Trevor
playing.
Lawrence on here.
He's
That's why.
playing.
Oh,
I see why
and
Jalen.
Justin.
I see why
Ain't
Jalen
nobody
did
else
this.
had Justin Herbert on their list.
Nobody had Justin or Trevor.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Especially this version of
This
Justin
immediately-
Herbert, boy. This
wait a minute, and then it's
Nah, Nick, you were just talking up this hardball guy, bro.
Ken,
If he's
I
supposed to
talked
be the
about-
guy, he gonna be the
Ken,
guy.
Hey,
you
Ken,
wrote this down before your walk today. You wrote this, like you Googled it and you wrote this down. That's why you the only person that got.
Hey man, we saw what Trevor.
Lawrence and Justin
Hey, I'm
Herbert.
gonna be like Nick, man. We saw what Trevor Lawrence did in that playoff game, and that
Yeah,
playoff game coming from
we
those
saw that
touchdowns.
he's not a top 10 quarterback. That's what we
Shit,
saw.
watch. Jordan
Hey, Ken,
Love, number 10. We will see. It's a prove a year for him. Number 9, give me Justin Herbert. Nick, you speak highly of this Harbaugh guy.
I speak highly of Harbaugh. I don't never. That's what I'm saying. You ain't never heard me say nothing about Justin
nobody's
Herbert.
speaking highly.
I said a Harbaugh
Stop it,
coach
Ken.
team. don't
Nobody,
lose.
nobody else had him on the list, bro.
I said a Harbaugh
man,
coach
you know,
team don't lose. That's all I said.
Trevor Lawrence going to bounce back this year. We all going to see it. Dak Prescott, man, you can't ignore the resume. You can't ignore what he's been able to do consistently over the last couple of years. Josh Allen at number 6. He had a fluky year last year, and he got bailed out by a bad Miami team that couldn't close the deal, and he managed to come back and win that division.
It's crazy.
Hey, man, let's get to this 5. All right. The Glock. The Glock is locked and loaded. Give me Brock Purdy at number 5. I'm going with Joe Burrow at number 4. The man has been hurt. I think CJ Stroud is going to take another step forward this year. And, of course, you got to go with the MVP at number 2. And, of course, Patrick Mahomes is obviously everybody's number 1. We were just trying to figure out who 2 through 10 were. So, yeah. Yeah, man.
So,
I
Ken,
think that's going to be solid, bro. Watch.
Nah. Look, first of all, you the blackest dude on the show, and half of your
It
list
got
is
a
white,
lot of snow on it.
which that's the first thing that came.
My
to
top 3 are black.
I understand. Well, no, they
Not
all
Patrick.
black. But then you got Joe Burrow, Brock Purdy, you got Justin Herbert. Half of your list is white. That's number 1. I didn't expect
Are they?
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Who I leave off?
yeah.
I got Dak on there. Who I leave?
Now, look, Ken, hold on. Let me break this down just a little
Is
bit.
Jordan Love on your list?
Yeah, number 10. Brock Purdy at number 5 over Josh Allen. Ken, you done lost. Nick, you need some meds, bro. You need
How?
some
I haven't
old
seen
man
Josh
meds.
Allen in the Super Bowl.
So Josh Allen is better than Brock. Okay, so if we switch Josh Allen and Brock Purdy, I would say Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl.
I don't know about that.
So,
do
Ken,
you
you
mean
saw
you don't know
Jalen
about
Hurts
that?
in the Super Bowl. Why he ain't on your list?
Why would he be?
Because I don't. Yeah,
He doesn't play
Jalen
quarterback. Because he doesn't play quarterback. He's running back.
You saw him in the Super Bowl.
I saw
He's
him
on
fall
the
apart
recent
last
Super
year.
Bowl.
I saw him
Sheldon, he's a running
collapse last year
My thing,
He's,
my thing,
he's
in
a
the
running
second
back.
half of
That's
the
why.
season.
my thing
He's
with
not a
Ken
quarterback.
Ken is with Brock Purdy going into the season. Do you think they go back to the Super Bowl, or at least the last 4 teams left in the playoffs this year?
They should be.
Yes.
You have okay.
Yep.
They should be.
That's where I disagree with that.
I
That
have a question
roster
for
is
Sheldon.
stacked.
What black quarterbacks I leave off besides Jalen Hurts?
Ken, all I'm saying is you added a whole bunch of white ones.
Justin
Herbert is not a top 10 QB.
I understand. What
Jalen,
other
can you
black
go back to,
quarterbacks did I
6
leave?
through
Jalen
10?
Hurts?
Who
You
else
go
did
back
you leave
6
off?
through
You
10.
left somebody else
You
off.
left
I gotta
off
see.
Tua.
Oh man, that ain't
the dude
Two
Tua.
ain't black. Two ain't black.
Tua
melanated.
tried to. Tua
That's the one you
just
left
went
off.
out there and
No, that's the one you left off,
destroyed his head coach and tried to get this black man from getting a job in the NFL. So no, he's not on the list.
That was not his intent. He was just letting y'all know what type of
I agree with
It don't matter
dude
what
he
your
is.
intent is. He was at 11. I
Okay.
left him off the list because of that. He a hater.
Okay.
'Cause he wasn't good.
Stafford should have been on your list. Stafford needs to be in top 10.
Yeah, I would have Stafford over Justin Herbert. I don't know why you got
Yeah.
that.
100%.
I would take Stafford.
I don't know. You put since we flipped so we putting
You switch
quarterbacks
chairs.
on teams. See, you put Herbert on with Sean McVay and what we get.
Herbert with Sean McVay, bro. That sound like hardball.
I know you already know it's gonna be
almost as
lighting it
good
up, right?
It sounds almost as good as hardball in Herbert.
Hey man, maybe Herbert is this generation's Matt Stafford.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, you got a head coach now. So,
Yeah,
you know, because look, we never questioned Justin Herbert's talent. We questioned some of his decision making, and then when it came down to game time, right? Like those 1 or 2, 3 decisions, right? That game management that doesn't always fall on the quarterback. That's been the issue.
I thought when we were criticizing the Chargers, we placed a lot of blame on the coach and not Herbert.
We did.
We always did.
100%.
I was the only one that said Herbert. I
want to make sure I remember that correctly.
I'll disagree with Nick. I did. I placed a lot of the blame on the coach.
I always gave the
quarterback.
coach 90% on coach, 10% on Herbert. You know what I'm saying? Because the great ones
crazy.
overcome even those bad coaching decisions.
I give more than 10%, but at the same time, it still was more coaching. But now this year, you gotta look at it like he doesn't have a number 1 receiver. We talked about this last week. We got to see who the heck he's gonna throw the ball to. Because I don't know.
You got paid, bro. That's what I don't. Once you get paid, bro. What I always say: once you get paid, I don't give a damn what you say.
There's been talk about one of the rookie receivers for the Chargers that he's supposed to be really good. Number 5, I can't think of his name right now.
You talking about Jordan Palmer? You talking about Palmer?
Palmer. Yep, exactly.
He ain't a rookie. I think he is second year, but yeah, he's supposed to be their number 1.
A lot of talk is saying he's going to be really good this year.
I just hope that I'm glad that Quentin Johnson is on the team because he got a chance to pay his mama's house off and all that shit. But it sounds like that's the last check he gonna get from LA, boy. Because I thought he should at least be number 1 wide receiver by now.